So Annelie is an admitted attorney. She practices with the JCAF Law Clinic, who's here in the building, and obviously for Kids Haven. She's been in the NGO sector for 12 years and has managed various public law cases, one of which was nominated for a Gender Justice Award. Annelie will be facilitating workshops on legal and governance and non-profit organisation boards. We're also very grateful to Annelie. Annelie did all of our MOR and the setup and everything for Ei8ht. So thanks for that, Annelie.
So I'm going to keep you not busy long. I actually want to say just a few things. I'm going to go off script. Please forgive me.
That's okay.
Thank you for understanding. So we basically are looking at boards and governance, and for me they overlap and they're almost sort of interchangeable. You can't really have one without the other. So that's very important to know. So what I'd like to touch on in my sessions is I'm going to talk about governance, what it means, what you need, what you don't need, and obviously what to do when things go wrong. I think we all have stories about when things go wrong and how horribly they can go wrong. So we're going to be looking at that. Specifically, the forms, all the procedures, the policies, the really nitty-gritty of governance. At the same time, obviously you're going to look at ways to challenge some of these things. Like you'll see in a moment, I'm a bit ahead of my slides, what they call founder syndrome. Don't know if that strikes a chord. You can do anything, but you can't do everything. What happens when that happens? How do you combat it? How do you prevent it? What you do, what you don't do. And then we're also going to be looking at some of the issues that we have with boards. I think many of you have had issues with board members, maybe being too active, maybe being inactive, so we'll be talking about that. Things you can do, things you can't do, things to put in place to avoid this. But we're specifically going to look at ways to address some of these issues. I don't know if you can see what it says there, but it says it's settled. We put a press release out saying we can't remember what we actually decided. Just to give you an inclination of how you can actually have issues with your board members. And like Luke likes to say, we put the fun in dysfunctional. So I'll be looking at dysfunctional boards and what to do about it. So that's basically it in a nutshell. Let's talk about the nitty-gritty. Thanks.
Thank you, Annelie.